Welcome back to the channel. Today we're learning how you can create variables, use them in your designs to make some awesome themes, as well as how you can animate between them. Our main focus today is to create this awesome theme switcher, just like you can see behind me. To begin with a UI kit, I have already created a card-based UI kit in Figma. You guys can grab it for free. I'll have a link in the description. Once you do, just copy and paste one of these cards, whichever you like, into a separate design file. Now to begin with using variables, on the right, you will see local variables written, especially when you have nothing selected. Click on local variables. To begin creating variables, just click on create variables button. And under this, you have an option of creating variables for anything from colors to numbers to string, as well as a boolean. So inside colors, you can set up any names for these colors. In this case, it would be plain white. I can create another color variable by clicking create variable. A cool trick is to just write in any random names color and it will add that color here. Now you can even add descriptions to these colors based on how you are designing. Clicking on this settings icon here will bring up description. I can say that this color is only applied to heart symbols. And of course, you can select different modes here, which we'll get into later. Now, if I want to group any colors together, I can. Now, I can select multiple colors by just holding shift and clicking between colors. And as you can see, I have 3 colors selected. If I right click, I can say new group with selection. So now this creates a new group on the left right here, and I can name this to anything. I can say shades of gray. I can say 50 shades of gray if I want to. I can say shades of gray for this one. I think it's a creative pun. And now you have all these colors in this. And I can create as many groups that I like. And now applying variables to your design is super quick. So if I click on this little heart here, I will click on this little square right next to it. And I will apply the heart red color I had saved in variables. Similarly, I can do this for white as well, plain white. And as you can see, this has now been labeled as red, heart red, and shades of gray, plain white. That's pretty cool. And you can do the exact same process for any color on screen or any element on screen as well. Now for a last step before we move on, make sure that the background of this frame is also being set to plain white or whichever color you like, because theming will become easier after this. Now let's get into theming, light mode to dark mode, and how you can immediately do that in 1 second. Now, if I click on this, I'm going to duplicate this card just so that we have 2 versions. And under local variable, I will add a new variable mode, which is a plus icon right next to this column right here. If I click on this, it will ask me to add it to a team. So go ahead, add it to a professional or an education-based team. Once you do that, you'll be able to unlock a new mode right here. Now you can quickly change the name of these modes. I'm setting it to light and dark mode right here, just like that. And under dark mode, I'm going to start switching my variables. I'm going to change the plain white color to this deep dark color here. And for gray, I'm going to make everything slightly lighter, just like in light mode. And as you can see, now I have a decent theme to go on. If I had more colors, I could set different colors as well. Now here, if I click on the frame itself, I can instantly switch to a dark mode. Under this layer section on the right panel, there is this little switch button on the top right. If I click on this, it gives me under collection, light and dark. So in my collections, I now have a light and dark mode. If I click on dark mode, voila. In 1 second, it was able to go from a light to a dark mode based on the settings I had set it. This will work across all designs which have variables applied, which is really cool. I'm super excited on using this further. How about those animations? Now I'm going to create a separate frame, which is big enough to house one of my earlier frames here. So I'm just going to drag these into this little frame, and I'm going to make sure that this is towards the bottom. On top, I'm going to create a cute little switch. Now to create the switch design quickly, I have a community file that I will share in the description, so you can just copy and paste. Just copy this little design and just take it to your original design right here. I can quickly now change this to a dark mode UI if I wanted to, and I'll make sure that this is available in both the frames. And inside the second frame, I will set the switch state from the right to off, and I will set the frame property, frame theme, to my dark mode. So now I'll have a dark mode ready to go. And I'll also make sure that the background is dark too, just so that you get that feeling. And that's about it. And I'll go towards prototype on the top right, and I will drag from this switch to this next frame right here. Activate Smart Animate and change the value to 500 milliseconds, and ease in out is ideal. Now, if I go inside this flow and play it from here, it will run this nice little overlay. If I click on this switch, as you can see, there is this nice little dark mode change. Alright guys, that was it for the video. If you found it useful, make sure to hit that thumbs up and also share this video with your design buddies out there. I'll see you same time, same place. Until next time, take care. God bless.